That was my you've been up to shenanigans, Muse face. But I can't really pull it off with you because, I like you too much. I want to talk to you about something, Muse. Something that you had a part in. Well, you have a part in all of this, but you had a very special part of it in this, and it happened, I think, the night before last, because I was working on Fear 3. And last night I had to work on I Profundus because I got to get Act 3 written soon. Woo! Okay. So I'm in Fear 3. Let's set the stage. It's the apocalypse. There are cannibals everywhere, right? And Vega and company have come to sort of an impasse with something. And I'm doing my usual thing. I'm writing along, and I'm listening to you as I'm wont to do, and you're kind of nudging me along, giving me ideas, as you are wont to do. And I wrote a sentence. And this has happened to me before. You've done this to me before. Now, no, don't try to deny it. You have. And I stopped. And I looked down at the sentence that I just wrote. And I realized something very important. And I'm not going to tell you what it is, Muse, because I don't want anybody to know prior to the book's release. But I reread the sentence, and I realized that single sentence was me taking the easy way out. And that sentence not only took the easy way out, it shifted the narrative, not of just this one book, but of the entire series. With one sentence. And you know you did it. That's on you. And I thought. And I remembered that my philosophy. Now, as I've said before on a number of occasions, my philosophy as an artist is to always, that whatever I'm working on now is always better than what I worked on previously. And that actually has a name I discovered recently. In Japan, they call it Kaizen, which means ever improving. So that's a rough translation, sort of. You're always improving yourself and everything that you do. Kaizen. So I looked at that sentence and realized what it would do to the series and the story and the characters. And then I remembered my philosophy and thought, this to me felt like a regression. I have done this before in another series. And I don't want to do it. And there are a lot of reasons why I didn't want to do it in this series. And of course, I'm not going to tell you what it is. Maybe I'll tell you what it is after the book is published. But what that, not only was it the easy way out for me and the characters and the series, but though it did something to the series that I've been trying very hard not to do. With the Fear series, what I'm trying to do is shrink the world a bit. With the iZombie series, I kind of blew it all up. And I made a very large world and made it kind of all-encompassing. I wanted it to be global. With the Fear series, I want to do the reverse. And I want to make it a little more intimate. I want this series to be a more intimate look at what the apocalypse could be. Because that's the way it is for us, I think. If the apocalypse were to strike, if we were to be bent over and the apocalypse have its way with us, I don't think that it would be a global, yes, it would be a global issue, but I think that our worlds as individuals would start to shrink more and more and more as we desperately tried to protect us and those we loved. Just like in this pandemic. This pandemic. Our lives have shrunk. We're all kind of living in our own homes. We all live in our own homes anyway. But our world has become a microcosm. And that's what I wanted to do with fear. I wanted to make it a microcosm. And the microcosm would center around this hospital. Now, of course, there are times when Vega and Jax and other people have to venture out to pick up supplies and such. But I wanted to keep this small. Now, in the second book, I did kind of expand it a little bit. But what was about to happen was I was going to expand it even more. And I don't want to do that. Because to me, in this series, that's the easy way out. And I don't like the easy way out. I never like the easy way out. I like the hard way out, to be perfectly honest. Most everything I do in life is oftentimes harder than it should be. But that's because I like a challenge. I like to be challenged with everything. Yes, sometimes those challenges are very frustrating. It just comes with the territory. But when you meet a challenge and you beat a challenge, you grow. You become better. You become better at what you were doing in the first place. And you become a better human because you've realized that you can overcome these hurdles, these challenges. And as a writer, I always look for the challenge. As an artist, I always look for the challenge. As an actor, I will make choices for characters that I know are going to challenge me. And I do it intentionally. Of course, with the thought that if the challenge is wrong, the director will say, no. And of course, as a writer, I'll have an editor who will do the same thing for me. And so, when I read that sentence and I realized what it had done, I got rid of it. I got rid of that sentence because I didn't want that to happen in this series. I didn't want to take the easy way out. Because the easy way out doesn't allow for new challenges. The easy way out it makes the journey too simple, not just for the characters, but for you as a writer. Now, I know that there are writers out there who prefer to take the easy way, and that's fine. I'm not saying one way is better than the other. I'm just saying, for me, taking the easy way is just not good. I don't want to be a lazy writer. I'm not saying that people that take the easy way out are lazy writers. I'm saying when I take the easy way out, I become a lazy writer. Now, I would, of course, that being said, I'm trying to be kind and PC and all that, but I would always advise writers and artists to never take the easy way out and to always be adjudicating every sentence you write with that in mind. So when you write a sentence or a paragraph or you come up with a plot point, you ask yourself, is this the easy way out? And if it is, why am I taking the easy way out? Have you written yourself into a corner and you can't figure out how to get out of that corner? And that's all you can think about, and you just want to simply get out of the corner, so you take the easy way out of it? Don't do that. If you write yourself into a corner, which we all do, give yourself the extra time to ponder it and figure out a better solution for getting out of that corner. The creative, the inventive, exciting, fresh way of getting out of that corner. Don't write yourself into a corner and then just go, I'm just going to throw a Deus Ex Machina in there and I'm going to have Elvis Presley come in as God and Elvis is going to fly me out of that corner and everything's going to be great. Don't do that. Well, unless Elvis as Deus Ex Machina works for your story. But if Elvis has Deus Ex Machina is the easy way out, don't do it. Maybe you need a Deus Ex Machina there. Maybe Elvis is the easiest choice. Go with a hard choice. Go with Alanis Morissette. I don't know. But take the time to figure out what would be the best solution to get you out of that corner. Not the easiest, the best. And usually, now, okay, I was going to say usually the first idea is not the best one because it's probably the easiest. That's not always the case because you muses work in a very fancy manner. Sometimes you hit us with the best idea first, and sometimes you hit us with the easiest way out first. And as a writer, as an artist, it's on us to figure out which it is. Did my muse just give me the easy way out or the best way out? How do I figure that out? Well, if all of a sudden inspiration just smacks you upside the face as soon as you realize you've written yourself into a corner, you have to stop and say, okay, I'm going to make note of that idea, and I'm going to step back a bit, and then I'm going to come up with some other ideas for me getting those characters out of that corner. And if I find that some of those other ideas are as exciting, as good, but don't offer me the easy out, then I'll know that first idea wasn't really the best. So yeah, you got to spend some time. You got to think. And that's good. The more effort you put into your work, the better it's going to be. And sometimes that effort means not taking the easy way out. Challenge yourself. Because when you challenge yourself, you'll rise up to the occasion. And when you get beyond that challenge, you will be a better writer. Every time. Every time. If I can guarantee you one thing about this journey as an author, it is that when you overcome a challenge, an artistic challenge, you will be better for it in the end. Guaranteed. Of course, you got to overcome the artistic challenge. If you don't overcome the artistic challenge, I can't guarantee anything. Anyway, about halfway done. I know I am about halfway done with Fear 3. And I am so close to finishing I Profundus. I cannot wait to get this off my writer's table. That's a metaphor for something, I don't know. Because I have never been so challenged in my life as I am with this particular work in progress. And I have been so grateful for it. It's been an honor to write this, actually. And it's been challenging. But you know, that which does not kill us only makes us stronger. Indeed. That which does not kill us only makes us more awesome.